Oh, so there are quite a few habits that shaped my journey, Charu. So, but if I have to list a couple of them, maybe as an inherent, my nature goes,
Mm-hmm.
continuous learning and self improvement has
Absolutely.
been
Right.
always in my.
Hi, welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors, where we bring you thought provoking conversations with industry visionaries, corporate leaders, and governance experts. I'm Charu Mehra, and today we have a distinguished guest whose career exemplifies strategic leadership, technological innovation, and business excellence. Joining us today is Mr. Anand Kulkarni, Head of Strategy and Solutions at TCS, a seasoned leader with 30 years of experience in IT infrastructure, business strategy, and large scale digital transformation. Over the years, he has led multi-million dollar strategic initiatives, pioneered automations and AI driven solutions, and played a key role in shaping IT strategies for global enterprises. Recognized as the best solution enterprise architect, Mr. Kulkarni has been instrumental in driving market innovation, business growth, and operational excellence across multiple industries. Whether you're a business leader, an aspiring executive, or someone looking to stay ahead in the digital era, this conversation is packed with valuable takeaways on strategy, innovation, and leadership. Mr. Kulkarni, it's absolute pleasure to have you on FaceTime with Leaders today. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much, Charu, for the warm welcome. And I truly appreciate the opportunity to be featured on FaceTime with the leaders. It's actually a privilege to connect and share the insights with such an esteemed institute and their audience as well. So I look forward to our discussion and I hope to contribute positively to our conversation.
Absolutely, sir. Looking forward to an interesting conversation today. So, Mr. Kulkarni, looking at your incredible career, 3 decades of leading strategy, driving large scale transformations, and shaping the future of IT, it's clear that leadership and innovation have been at the heart of your journey. But every leader has a story, a moment that sets everything in motion. Was there a turning point, a challenge? We'd like to hear from your own words. How is it that you got into this and what shaped the path you're on today?
So certainly, I think, as you said, every leader has a pivotal moment, and for
Absolutely.
me as well, there have been quite a few. But
Mm-hmm.
and if I have to pick up a one, it was one of the largest transformation program when me and my team were involved to deliver a large data center migration from South America to India.
Okay.
So there have been multiple objectives like
Mm-hmm.
timelines, the cost reduction, the performance, etc. While we could meet most of the objectives, at least in terms of timelines and cost, we
Mm-hmm.
encountered an unexpected issue like our commitment to
Right.
business to deliver performance hit the roadblock.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole project was looking like a major disaster, right? So instead of panicking, what we decided to brainstorm, to have more and more collaborative session,
Right.
to find a creative solution to the problem we have in hand. And so for an every layer of an IT, whether it's an hardware, compute, storage, network, LAN, WAN component, software, virtual layer, database, operating system, business application, platform, every layer of the IT were re-looked at, reconfigured to
Mm-hmm.
deliver the performance. And we were actually not just able to meet, we were able to beat the performance commitment,
Wow.
so which
Wow.
eventually helped the business to gain the confidence back.
Right.
So if I
Right.
have to summarize in a nutshell, Charu, face the problem from front and break the problem into smaller but a successful task, that definitely helps to mitigate the challenges. And I still
Mm-hmm.
carry those learning as on date today, Charu. Yeah.
Absolutely, sir. That's such a fascinating story. And it's always incredible to hear how careers take shape, not only it's not a straight line, but through unexpected opportunities, challenges, ups and downs, and bold decision is where you are today. You've reached that mark in your career. So that's absolutely wonderful.
Right, right. Thank you.
So, Mr. Kulkarni, we see digital transformation as a term we hear everywhere these days, but making it a reality is a whole different challenge. You've been at the forefront of driving large-scale transformations at TCS and working with businesses to navigate this rapidly evolving landscape. In your experience, what is the one key mindset shift that companies absolutely need to embrace if they want to not just keep up, but truly thrive in this digital era?
Oh, certainly. So, if I have to summarize my experience, and then just the one key mindset shift that you're speaking about. So the companies need to embrace is the transition from traditional siloed approach to a culture of continuous learning,
Right,
adaptability, and so on. So, what does
right,
this mean actually? Fostering an environment where experimentation is encouraged, right? New things are encouraged.
hmm
Failure should be seen as a learning opportunity, right? Collaborate with
right,
cross functional teams that need to be prioritized. And
right,
Charu, in this digital era where technology is changing very rapidly, we have seen autonomous operations to Gen AI, now agentic AI, and it continues to
right,
evolve and change. So
right.
the technology is changing rapidly, customer expectations are evolving as well. So the
Absolutely.
business required to be more agile and more
hmm
responsive. So
hmm
the companies that embrace the growth mindset, invest in upskilling their workforce, prioritize
Right.
the customer-centric innovation, right? Leverage the data-driven insights for better decision making. So such are the companies I would imagine will certainly lead in their industry, Charu.
Indeed.
So that's the one
Absolutely.
thing I would.
Right. Right, and it's an eye-opening perspective, Mr. Kulkarni. So often digital transformation gets reduced to technology adoption, but as you pointed out, it's really about rethinking the way organization operates, embracing the change, and continuous continuous learning mindset. So that's really wonderful. The perspective that you put across is. So, Mr. Kulkarni, success like yours doesn't happen by chance. It's built on years of dedication, strategic thinking, and commitment to excellence. Being recognized as the best solution enterprise architect and receiving multiple accolades is a testament to the impact that you've made. But if you have to pinpoint, what are some of the key personal or professional habits that have played the biggest role in shaping your journey?
Oh, so there are quite a few habits that shaped my journey, Charu. So, but if I have to list a couple of them, maybe as an inherent, my nature goes,
Mm-hmm.
continuous learning and self-improvement has
Absolutely.
been
Right.
always in my personal habit. So maybe it an industry trends or maybe the technology or anything else that helps
Mm-hmm.
me to improve myself is one
Right.
aspect. Second could be, having a goals and discipline, whether they are a small, medium term or long term goals,
Long term.
and then
Mm-hmm.
stay organized towards your goals. Have
Right.
discipline to be organized towards the goal. Third could be, have some sort of a relationship, build a relationship, nurture those relationship. That helps a lot as well.
Right. Right.
Connect with the like-minded people. Then could be, I have seen from a professional aspect, right, having a strategic thinking but augmented with, outside in view, inside out view, top
Out.
down view, bottom up view.
Right.
So I have a complete 360-degree view
360
for any
degrees view.
strategic, yeah, view
Right.
that certainly help. And if I may really want to see a never give up attitude, right, despite the situation may be challenging, create a culture of high performance and be the one to demonstrate as well, not just the building team and let them do the high performance. It's you lead the lead and demonstrate as well
Right.
for a better
Right.
performance. These are some of the thought process, Charu. uh,
Right. And it's a mark of a true leader, sir. And it's really inspiring that it's just not about the big wins like you talked about it. It's about small, consistent habits that shape a leader's journey. So that's really inspiring to hear, Mr. Kulkarni.
Thank you.
So, closing high-stake deals we see is usually just about numbers, but I'm sure it takes strategy, trust, and understanding to truly drive a business to success. You've been at the forefront of revenue growth and strategic deals across different geographies, Mr. Kulkarni. Navigating diverse markets and complex negotiations. So, from your experience, what are the key elements that make or break a deal?
So, Charu, it's a very good question. And if I really want to summarize this in few things, actually my experience putting in few points as such. So,
Mm-hmm,
one
mm-hmm.
could be, understanding the client's strategic objectives,
Right, right.
their business goals and visions, and their pain points, and tailor our proposal, our response, our solution that map their needs, and
Need.
also with the commitment of an outcome is one.
Absolutely.
Second, and I've seen that building a relationship that definitely helps for a long-term partnership, right?
Right,
If
right.
there is an established relationship and open dialogue that helps to build trust and trust-based
Mm-hmm.
partnership. That's
Right,
the second. Third could be have a clear value proposition. Articulate a clear value proposition is very
right,
crucial. Client need to
right.
understand what are the unique benefits our solution offers, right? So touch upon areas like the performance, one of which I have mentioned in my first question, performance,
Right,
or could be an
right,
efficiency, or could be a cost saving. So understand and give the value proposition well.
right, right.
And then next could be, there are, market is very volatile, it's changing. Client
It's changing.
situations are also changing
Right,
rapidly.
right,
So flexibility is the most important aspect. So have a pricing model that brings flexibility and agility. So, and then finally, if I may really want to summarize, go more an end-to-end ownership-based culture, right? Own the end-to-end, delivery commitment that you're
right,
making,
right,
and make at the center of it. So these are some of the thoughts, Charu.
right, right. And it's such a powerful breakdown that you've given, Mr. Kulkarni. So, deal making is much more than just negotiations. As you
Absolutely.
talked about it, it's foresight, building relationship, and
Absolutely.
understanding what truly drives value. So that's really wonderful. So, Mr. Kulkarni, as you continue to evolve in your journey, what's next for you? Do you see yourself stepping into boardroom roles, and what kind of impact do you wish to leave, create in the boardroom?
So, it's regarding boardroom roles and influencing the corporate strategy. I believe it's more of a visionary thought I have. I believe it is important to have,
Right.
strategies that prioritize innovation,
Mm-hmm.
sustainability, customer-centric approach. For example, I would advocate initiatives that integrate sustainable practices into the core business,
Right.
and
Right.
align the profitability with the purpose, kind of a culture.
Right.
Second could be, foster diversity. So with the diversity helps with the better decision making and also bring in more innovation in the solutions, right? Then could be, mentor the emerging leaders within the organization,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? And I think my experience in driving revenue growth and navigating complex market, I have worked across the globe with all kind of a customer. So
Right.
my experience in these areas of driving the growth may definitely influence the corporate strategy, uh, Charu.
Right. Right. And it's really inspiring to hear your aspirations, Mr. Kulkarni. It's always fascinating to hear how great leaders like yourself think about their next chapter, not only in terms of career moves, but the kind of impact they want to create. Like you talked about mentorship. I'm sure you would have had some great mentors to help you, reach the uh,
Absolutely.
journey that you are on, and it's great to know that you'd like to do the same for the future generations. So it's really wonderful.
Absolutely.
So, Mr. Kulkarni, you talked about, sustainability. So these days, ESG, environmental, social, and governance have become a key priority for businesses worldwide. So, from
Absolutely.
your perspective, what are the biggest challenges companies face in embedding ESG into their core operations. At times, ESG just becomes a checkbox for the organization. But how can they turn these, how can they embed ESG into core operations and turn the challenges into real opportunities for growth and impact?
Sure. So, Charu, I have not been on the center of this as of now, but I have been always on the supporting on some of
Right,
these initiatives.
right.
I have seen in some of this customer of late
Mm-hmm.
when we are dealing, because this has become a kind of a must to go in coming up
Need
in
of
the
the hour.
future. So,
Right,
yeah. So, if I have to identify the key challenges, then I have seen is that organizations struggle to integrate ESG goals with an overall business strategy, right? So
right.
this leads to that ESG initiatives are treated as a separate or a
Separate.
secondary, not as a
Absolutely.
priority.
Right,
That's one. Second
right,
challenge I have seen is that engaging stakeholder can be a challenge. All kinds of a stakeholder. So few may have an interest, but not everyone.
right,
And third, I
right.
have also seen is that there are constantly evolving regulatory requirement for ESG.
Requirement.
So that creates
Yeah.
an environment of uncertainty to comply. Right. So these
Mm-hmm.
are some of the challenges I have seen when I am dealing. And as I said, I am more from an external than at
Right,
the center of it. But when
right.
I see these challenges, and then how can these challenges turn into an opportunity is when look at strategic integration, like embed the fundamental ESG consideration into the core business
Core.
strategies. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So, like for an example, leverage and adopt the sustainable practices that
Right.
could potentially lead to the cost savings, right? That
Agreed.
is
Agreed.
maybe one of it. If I may
Agreed.
really want to see, be a more proactive to adapting to the regulatory changes. So that may help to mitigate the future risk. So these are one or two areas which I think could. Of course, there could be many more.
Absolutely. Agreed. And to an extent, I also think that, a lot of times people do not understand what is the value that ESG would create for an organization. So, having
Absolutely.
that sort of discussion with stakeholders across the organization can also help build this practice. And ESG is nowadays not just about checking a box. It's about redefining how businesses create value for the long term. So, Mr. Kulkarni, joining Directors Institute is a significant step for leaders looking to expand their governance expertise in boardroom influence. Since becoming a part of the institute, how has been your experience so far? Any feedback that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, so I think when I started the conversation, as I said, continuous learning is a journey, is an
Right,
ongoing
right.
process. And when I learned about the Directors Institute curriculum, and
Hmm.
then I felt it's a great opportunity to enhance my governance expertise.
Right.
One. Second, I have also seen there recently they have conducted a forum and where
Hmm.
industry bigwigs, corporate stalwarts have been invited.
Right,
So then
right,
I felt that it's a good to connect with the various industry leader, right?
right.
And then also I thought this kind of a curriculum may help me to prepare for future boardroom roles, right?
Hmm.
So when I thought why I want to go for it, I think maybe it may enhance my analytical and critical thinking skills
Right, right.
and allow me to assess the risk and opportunities more effectively for a better
Absolutely.
decision.
Hmm.
This second could be, this may allow me to identify how sustainability and social impact can drive the long-term value, not just the
Agreed,
short-term
agreed.
goals.
Hmm.
Yeah, and maybe may help me better navigate the corporate governance challenges as well. So this will be a good learning for me. And finally, at the end of it, it may help me to position me as a valuable asset and may further open up leadership roles for me. So these were some
Right.
of the thoughts, Charu, I had when I thought this is looking very promising. So, so
Yeah, and it's really great to hear, Mr. Kulkarni. It's interesting how accomplished and experienced leaders like yourself continue to seek, learning to enhance their skills and get new opportunities to refine their expertise. So I hope that this curriculum is, able to help you achieve the goals that you've set for yourself. And thank you for that wonderful feedback. And I hope that whatever you plan for yourself, you achieve that.
Yeah, I look forward to. I'm looking forward to.
Yes, absolutely, sir. Absolutely. So, with that, we've come to an end to another wonderful episode of FaceTime with Leaders. What an incredible conversation this has been, Mr. Kulkarni. Your insights on leadership, strategy, ESG, and governance have truly given us a lot to think about. It's always inspiring to hear from leaders who not only drive business success, but also shape the future of industries through innovation and strategic vision. To our audience, I hope today's episode left you with valuable takeaways, whether it's about navigating digital transformation, mastering strategic deal making, or preparing for boardroom leadership. These conversations are all about learning from the best and applying those lessons to grow in your own careers and businesses. A huge thank you once again to Mr. Anand Kulkarni for sharing his journey with us and to Directors Institute for bringing together thought leaders who are redefining corporate excellence. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your network. We'll be back soon with more thought provoking conversations with leaders who are shaping the future of business. Until next time, keep learning, keep leading, and keep making an impact. Thank you.